Hello?
Molina Healthcare. Hello?
Yes, Chris, how can I help you?
Hi. Hi, how are you? It's Cris from Molina.
Yes, I'm doing fine. How are you?
I said, thank you. I'm good. I said you was in the hospital.
Yeah, it's a problem. The police are still not addressing the crimes that have happened in the neighborhood. And the,
Oh, they're still not doing that.
yeah, I don't know what I need to do to get them to assist and to fix what's going on in the neighborhood. So,
Right. I
yeah,
remember you talking about that.
yeah, it's a big problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then they tell you that really nothing's going on. Am I correct?
That's what the police claim. Um,
Yes.
my neighbor, however, met with me on Halloween and
Oh, okay.
shared with me that it was imposters that came into the neighborhood. And I said to her, I said, Patty, you need to tell this to the police because the police do not believe me that it's imposters. And she has not contacted the police and corrected them. So
Why do you think that is?
I do not know. I think it's criminal in nature, though, and as soon as I can find a lawyer, I will be pursuing legal action against her.
Okay, because I know last time you were talking to a couple attorneys, and I think one of them said they couldn't take it. Uh, how many more have you called?
I have called two. One is $7,500, and the other one is $15,000. Um,
Oh,
my house is
what?
on the market so that I can sell it, so that I can pay the retainer fees. I don't know what I need to do to get this fixed, but it's a huge problem, and I am correct, and I need to get it straightened out. It doesn't matter how much it costs.
Yeah. So the lady that you spoke to on Halloween, she agreed with you, huh?
Yep, which means that she and I have the same opinion, and the police are calling my opinion delusional beliefs, which is
Correct.
causing these hospitalizations.
Okay. And she has not reported to police.
Yes. For a month and a half, I've been pestering her, and she continued to tell me that she did not contact the police. And then last week, when I asked her, she told me that she told the police weeks ago. And I said, which officer, so that I can follow up. And she did not respond. So she just lied and gave me a line to leave her alone.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what it sounds like, huh?
Yeah.
So what happened that you went into the hospital?
You would need to read the paperwork. My friends all believe that I'm suffering uh, from a mental illness and don't believe that crime happened because they talk to the police, and the police don't believe that crime happened. So they call in saying that I am expressing delusions, and that is what is causing the hospitalizations.
Hmm. Oh, you were probated this, or I mean, pink slip this time. Doesn't look like it.
It was probated, and it was initiated by the police again. The police and Netcare continue to do this. I have informed both of them that Petty was lied to by imposters about me, and it's like talking to a brick wall. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
It's pretty hard to get, it is pretty hard to get people to accept cases against the police.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, that's the issue that I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid to file the charges myself for fear of doing something procedurally wrong, and making an error and getting the case thrown out and dismissed, because my whole life is ruined because of the police, and they're going to pay. I've got all the documentation I need. I have over 400 attempts of emails. The Department of Inspector General has been sitting on my case since summer, which is the new Internal Affairs Bureau. I've done my due diligence to try and get help. I do not understand why the police don't want to help me. It's depressing as fuck.
So you said this has even gone to Internal Affairs?
Yes, and I have also gone to the FBI, and I've filed 84 tips and have not gotten a response of any kind. I've also
84 tips?
Yes, because
of the people that's going on around in the neighborhood.
As crimes were happening, because crimes continued to happen from 2017 on. As crimes continued to occur, I updated the FBI with those new details. I also filed reports with the Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security, and the Ohio Attorney General.
And what kind of response do you get?
I never get a response.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you called your senators?
Yeah, I contacted the governor and I expressed my difficulty getting a hold of the FBI to deal with this, to deal with the police profiling and violation of my civil rights, and the neighborhood issue, because it involves an imposter of the federal government, and I have not gotten any help.
So did they place? It looks like. Trying to see if they put you on any medication.
They put me on olanzapine. They took me off of the injectable. Thank God. There's no reason. I need any medication. I need my diagnosis reversed immediately, because real crime has happened, and I can't get the police to get it resolved. This is a huge case of police negligence. This is why it's healthcare fraud, as I've expressed to you before.
So by putting you in the hospital, or by having you go to the hospital, that it's healthcare fraud. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
I just want to make sure I was following you.
Because my neighbor believes that this is a way to get me moved out of the neighborhood, and she's discriminating against the disease of addiction. She doesn't want an addict living across the street. That's as far as I've been able to gather the desire of her. So that is where we stand.
You said your house is up for sale? Or is it foreclosure?
No, it's not foreclosure.
Okay.
I'm living on my...
So you follow up with Southeast? Did you follow up with Southeast on the 20th?
No, I did not.
Okay.
You
don't want to see them anymore?
I need legal help right away. That's really what I need.
Okay. And it sounds like nobody's willing to take
It's rather large, and I'm concerned what the police might do to make it not happen. Lord knows they've developed enough paperwork to try and show something is there, but it's not there.
Have these imposters come back at all?
Yes, they worked with my neighbor for 3 years, and my other neighbor has linked their iPhone to my Wi-Fi network, giving them access to all of my devices and my Google location history. Does not go on any road and sits inside of my neighbor's house for weeks on end. I've told the police this. I've reported it to the police. I've filed online reports, and they've all been rejected. And
so she has access to your Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I have a password on it.
You would need your password.
Right. And I haven't shared it with anybody.
No, I believe that. So tell me how your physical health is.
I'm doing great.
So last time, good. We talked about this, what you wanted to work on last time. And
yep, on exercise.
Yeah. How you doing?
Oh, with the cold weather, it's been really difficult.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to, with this warm up, get out there a little bit more often.
Mm-hmm. Do you have YouTube or anything like that? Because you can watch videos and do it right in your house.
That's a really good idea. I'm going to have to devote some time to it.
Yeah, just go onto YouTube or something like that with beginner exercise videos or something of that nature. And you can even start doing exercises in your chair and then work your way up. But you don't have any medical issues with your balance or anything, do you?
No, I don't have anything wrong.
I think so.
It would limit me.
Yeah. So that's a good idea for you to try that.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that. So that's just another idea. So are you going to follow up with Southeast at all?
I don't believe that I will be.
Okay. So are you going to go back to any mental health providers, or how do you feel about that?
I am not anticipating doing that.
Okay. Now, what about, are you going to continue with your medications?
If I am prescribed a medication for a delusional belief that is not a delusional belief, it's a crime that happened, there is no mental illness. So why would I take a medication for something that I don't have, is the way I'm thinking.
Sure. But there's probably some other things, your anxiety, some depression, other things that you're being prescribed meds for.
No.
And then, maybe a mood stabilizer along with it. Did they give you scripts after you left?
Olanzapine.
Okay. And so you don't think that's going to work?
I did get the refill. I just did that on the phone today, and I will be picking that up.
So how was your treatment at OSU?
They listened to me for the first time out of all of the psychiatrists. None of the psychiatrists would listen to me. I have YouTube videos with evidence of the imposters and with my neighbor. lying about my medical and arrest record. Um, Things that the police could very easily check and verify. Um, so I had a chance to share that with the staff. And I talked with the patient experience coordinator and expressed an interest in trying to get the diagnosis reversed or eliminated. And I have sent him some emails and have not heard back yet.
Okay. What do they have you labeled at?
I'm sorry?
What do they have you diagnosed with?
Schizophrenic.
Schizoaffective? How about
Schizoaffective. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to make sure that they told you what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when you left the hospital, do you think you had a good understanding of what you were responsible for and for your health care?
What do you mean by that?
So, when you left the hospital, you knew exactly what you were responsible for, like, doing all your, like taking care of your mental health, taking care of your physical health, taking medications, all your, your independent living skills, everything, so that you understood what you can do to manage your health care.
And I'm going against medical advice, and I am managing my health care. I do not believe that taking medication that is toxic and builds toxicity in my blood is benefiting my health. When I don't need to take a medicine because I don't suffer from the symptoms or the diagnosis that I've been labeled with. So that's kind of where I'm coming from.
Sure, I get that. And how long have you had, I can't remember, how long have you had the issues with the imposters? It's been a year or so, hasn't it?
Oh, they came in 2019. And I've been dealing with neighborhood discrimination since about 2017, when they found out that I was a recovering addict and there was a push to actively get me removed from the neighborhood.
What did they try and do?
They did all sorts of things. They would make noises around the base of my house. They trespassed into my backyard. I had 7 or 8 home invasions that happened. So somebody in the neighborhood must be with law enforcement or know how to break into a house. They've gone into my vehicle and disrupted things that were in the glove box. It's been an experience.
Yeah. So if you sell your house, where are you moving to?
Someplace cheaper and more dangerous. That's the deal.
More dangerous.
I don't have a job, so I would only be able to get a house for cash. So everything in my life has been ruined, and I need to get this taken care of as quickly as possible. That's why I've asked, if at all possible, if you have any lawyer suggestions or connections. It would be really helpful.
Oh, I don't. Remember I said you could call the American Bar?
Yep, and I have called the Columbus Bar Association, and I have gotten some referrals. And I just sent out an email to the Cincinnati Bar Association, to a lawyer down in Cincinnati. So we'll see if that works. And I emailed that person today, in fact. So.
Okay. Why do you think nobody's getting back to you?
I do not know. It's really It's really frustrating.
Yeah, I bet. I bet it is.
I keep trying.
So, and then you keep trying and you're not getting anywhere. So, I mean, you're one heck of a fighter, that's for sure.
Well, I know I'm right, and I've got the evidence of it too. And now I've built a case of negligence that is unbelievably large. I don't know why I'm not believed, because I've got the proof. So I'll just have to keep on keeping on until I'm able to get in front of a judge.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the probate.
And the only way to do that is file charges or just,
right.
know.
Right.
It's really going to be difficult, especially when you're going against a larger police department. It really is difficult.
Well,
because there's so much politics.
Regardless of the politics, what's correct is what's correct. And if I don't stand up for my rights, and if I don't get this fixed, my whole life will be completely ruined. I have to get this resolved.
Mm-hmm. But you've been going after this for quite a while.
Yes, I have.
How much longer are you going to? Until something happens?
Yep.
Until they change?
Until I can find somebody to represent me and to press charges.
That's a lot of money. $15,000. Oh my goodness.
That's just the beginning.
Can't even fathom.
We're talking millions in damages and in pain and suffering, and false imprisonment and entrapment in one instance, falsified statements on probate court documents. It's unbelievable. I can't believe that that the police have done this to me and that they're choosing to do this to me. I don't even know what to think. I've not done anything wrong or illegal, and the police are coming at me sideways.
Can you call them and they come? What is their response?
I do not call them for a dispatch anymore. I have emailed the community liaison officers and one specialty officer who was assigned to my case and has done nothing, and to the chief of police and internal affairs or Department of Inspector General. I just don't get a response at all.
That is frustrating, isn't it?
It's rude.
Is there another way to handle it?
Do you have a suggestion?
Well, you know what? I'm just trying to rattle my brain here on how else this could be handled. I wish that the neighbors would kind of help you out there, because I think that's a big issue.
It's a huge issue. They don't want to help, and maybe they're afraid to help. I'm not real sure, but it's messed up.
Mm-hmm. So, are you seeing any other doctors, any medical doctors, primary care doctor?
Nope.
Okay. What about getting a primary care doctor in case, just for sicknesses and anything of that nature? That would probably be a good idea to get linked up with someone.
I've got Dr. Persinger as my primary care.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So I'm all set.
Good. Well, I wanted to call and check in and just see how you were doing. Please keep me updated on what's going on.
I certainly will. Thank you, Cris. I appreciate the phone call.
Absolutely. Take care of yourself.
Okay. Goodbye.